Namaste. If you've watched my last video on archetypes and understanding the archetypal energy we imbibe and we hold through our spiritual awakening journey, I would like to delve more deeper into this topic. I spoke solely from my experience in this video. In case you have not watched this video, I'll post the link to it in the description box below. Please watch it. You will gain an understanding on what divine archetype is and how it molds our spiritual journey. The objective of today's video is to invite my subscribers to share their story on the divine archetype. If they have this experience, if they feel connected to a deity, or if they think they are reincarnation of a master, or if they think they hold the energetic vibration of some god or goddess. In Hindi, it's called as Ansh. So if you feel that you hold certain kind of connection with the divinity in a particular form or at a level of consciousness, and if your identification is beyond the normal identification of a human being, you see yourself as something more than that, or rather you prefer a different identity. There are many different labels, so I will not mention any label here. I want it to be open. Please share your story with me. The reason is there's a lot of ignorance on this topic. The Kundalini awakening process itself is very rare, and especially in those countries and those cultures where this knowledge is little to non-existent, the person who's undergoing this process is put through this extra trauma of not knowing what is happening with him. Others around him or her do not understand this person, and this person might get labeled as a crazy person because he sees himself as being connected to some kind of deity or some kind of higher level of consciousness, or because his identity is different from how a normal person would perceive himself, or this kind of identity is beyond the understanding of a logical mind. So please share your story with me, and this story will help many others. Moreover, when I have enough information on this topic, I will analyze the data, and then I can even make a series on the different types of archetypal energies we might take on during a spiritual awakening process. But this will take some time because I need a good database of these archetypal stories. It is only when I have a good collection of these stories, I can then go through these, and I can make a series on the different archetypal energies that people experience during their Kundalini awakening process. Please write to me. I will give you my email ID at the end of this video. What I'm expecting from your mail is a short, precise awakening story, the archetype you identify with. Which culture does this archetype belong to? How strong is this connection? When did this connection start? How do you feel this connection at your physical level, at your mental and emotional level? How do you experience this consciousness or this archetype within you? How did this archetype mold your spiritual journey? Please tell me your story. What is the energy that this archetype holds? In case you're a woman, the divine archetype can hold a motherly energy, or it can hold a queen like energy, or it can hold a energy of a mystic, or energy of a warrior, or it can be the energy of a magician. So what type of energy does your divine archetype radiate? Is your divine archetype more softer in nature, or is your divine archetype very aggressive in nature? Please give me those details, because this will help me to understand the archetype and build the material around this kind of archetypal energy. In case you have totally understood your archetypal energy, you've seen how it has influenced your life, how it has helped you to evolve, and now you have learned the lessons of the archetype. You now do not need the archetypal energy to learn or grow further. That is, by this time, your Kundalini Shakti will be in the Agya Chakra, the upper Agya Chakra, which is called the Makara. By the time your Kundalini Shakti reaches this area, you will totally understand your archetypal energy. In such case, what are the lessons you have learned from this archetypal energy? Please make a note of it. Even if you have not understood your archetypal energy, but vaguely understand that there's something that is driving you, some kind of a divine identification is there in your life, and you understand this concept vaguely, you may not be able to pinpoint the exact divine archetype, but then you can still explain to me the kind of energy you feel from this archetype, because that will be the energy that will radiate from you when you are not tied down by your emotions, when you are not thinking, when you are not reacting to the external world, or you're not getting triggered by your own inner thoughts, then there's a dominant energy within you which is speaking to you or speaking through you. So, what is the energy that you hold? If you are a man, then the archetypal energies which you can hold are the lover. The lover can be there for women and men both. The wise man archetype, the magician archetype, the king archetype. If you have experienced any of these archetypal energies in your life, or if there are more than one archetypal energy that is influencing you, maybe there were different archetypal energies at different points in your life, please mention that too. This is the email ID. Please mail your story to me. I will go through it. Your name and identity will be kept confidential. The stories which you share will be a part of the learning experience for the other members. They will help them to understand their own spiritual evolution better. So, in a way, you're contributing towards others' spiritual development. Thank you.